Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, yes, we are back. Parabolical eSports. I tell you what, we've got a bit of a surprise. He was with me round one, Austria, in a multiplayer league. Please welcome to the mic, Lukey.
Thank you, Skate. You finally got round to commentating with me again. It's
I
taken you
did, mate.
3 months to get here, but we're back again.
We certainly are, buddy. We certainly are. It's been a long time coming, of course. Wow, 16 weeks. 16 weeks
Yeah.
you've been. And I do apologise, mate, but these boys are ready to go. We've got a few reserves in, mate, to be fair. We'll just quickly go through them while they well, they all slowly start to ready up. We've got Beans in there in the Red Bull, which is fantastic. We've got a new driver as well in Skyotonic. He's in the Williams, being Brad Tay's teammate. V Robbie reserving in the Ferrari. We've got Mr. Fury Strat, of course, as you boys and girls out there well and truly know, does co-commentate with me sometimes. He's in that Alpha Tauri. Absolute in the McLaren. Harass, of course, in the Red Bull. And Nat Hammer in Alfa Romeo. So we appreciate all those boys putting their hand up. We've got a full grid as always and ready to go at Russia, buddy.
Yeah, indeed. We were talking just before the stream here. We have two different sides of the coin. I detest Russia as a track, and you love it.
Yeah,
so,
I don't mind it,
There can be
mate.
some different opinions here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, you were cringing at the thought of the third sector you were, mate. So, I mean, look, that's exactly what it's all about. We've got Nat Hammer in the chat saying, should tier one, well, that's up to you guys, of course. However you guys, I'm not going to, it's up to you boys how you want to treat it. I cannot tell you how to race, to be fair. But this is a lower division, of course, and it's up to you guys how you want to approach that. But yeah, we do appreciate however which way you do. There's no right or wrong way. So I'll just put all these details up there. Just answering Nat Hammer's questions, of course. He is reserving. He's in the top division of Oceania. And Bopton up the banana car. Well, Bopton looking for a good result. So there you go, Luke.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, I think. Well, it's sunny for the start of qualifying, which I'm sure a lot of drivers will be relieved that they can have at least a little bit of drive running.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm still waiting to load into the game. I'm just going off what you've got on stream. There we go. Finally.
Yeah, the boys. Good luck, everyone. Is what Suicide 5 is saying, of course. He is this division's admin. Blue Dog in the chat saying, have a good call, boys. So how are you, Blue Dog? Of course, actually, while we've got you guys here, there is the Drivers' Championship. That's where they're at. And thank you to Blue Dog and Mad G's hard work. But Blue Dog on top, leading this one. He's on 166 points there, Lukey boy, followed by the Stig, and then Brad Tay, what a legend. He's Mr. Inconspicuous himself. Oh, hang on a minute, we have got a new follower, and get rid of that. That is Clarosaurus Rex. You are follower number, holy moly, 693. We're getting there, Lukey boy. Nearly up to 700. I tell you what,
oh
mate,
my gosh,
that's insane.
Oh,
But
wow.
may pop the 700 before this call. Before the end of this call. Let's hope so, anyway. But that is the
that'd be
championship.
amazing, wouldn't it?
It certainly would, buddy. It certainly would. But there you go. There's the championship standings, as I did touch on. We've got a tie in second place. The Stig and Brad Tay on 137 apiece. And then we've got Nick Magoo on 75 points, followed by Hello There Housey, who unfortunately is missing this Grand Prix. He is away with his family, and we do wish him all the very best. There is the Constructors' titles there as well. We've got Mercedes on 289, followed by McLaren on 278, and then we've got Williams on 187. Very closely behind is Red Bull, and then you've got a little bit of a gap there to Racing Point, and as you can see, the rest of them there you go. So that is where everyone is at, Luke.
It's close.
It is
looking
close.
at it, that's 3 people up for the Drivers' Championship and at least 2 for the Constructors are having a battle. So that is going to be tasty. Reedy is the furthest around the track. They're entering the godforsaken third sector now. Skate's favourite sector, my least. So we'll see on that one.
I didn't say it was my favourite sector, but I said I don't mind.
It sounded like it.
Very good, Luke. Very good. But yeah, it's a sector that I believe you've just got to be patient, mate, and let the car come to you, of course. They're those off-cambered corners, those 90 lefts and 90 rights, as we were talking about, Luke. So it's one of those things where if the back end's sort of not stable, you sort of don't go well to around there. It's a very tricky sector, I totally agree. But Reedy's the first one, as you did touch on, to start a flying run, mate.
Yep. Kraken and Havas have both gone out in the intermediates, so obviously they want to pretend they're eSports drivers, and he's the intermediate. Oh, and Havas has gone straight at the last corner. I see he's getting out the way of people.
Harass probably will not qualify. That's just what Harass does. He's a quicker driver. He's always reserving, and that's what Harass likes to do. Just get out there on a set of intermediates. He doesn't usually register a time, and just to let the boys, for him to start at the back and let the boys that are the full timers have a good crack. So that's what Harass does, and we appreciate that as well.
Yes, we do. That's very nice. Rough Kraken on the intermediates. Yes, they're I assume they're just having some fun. Just enjoying life.
Exactly right. They've seen their name on the screen. I'll be different. I'll stand out from the crowd, and then put a set of intermediate.
They want their screen time. They want their screen time.
Kraken wants his name highlighted.
I'm on the TV.
Yes, so we're watching Reedy at the moment in that all-important third sector, as we did touch on. This can make or break your lap, this sector here. He's a bit tentative on the throttle there, as you can see. This is, like I said, it's a very technical, tricky sector, but albeit this is the first lap, and we are watching Reedy, so let's just see what time he can do, of course. This 90 right-hander is a great corner, and of course, fourth gear, up into fifth is what I like to go. There's he's just done there, into third. And he's crossed the line, and he sets a 1 minute 32.0, and that ain't too bad from the lad. We'll go down to the next Ferrari driver. I think it may be Black Moon. It certainly is. He's coming around that last corner now. He sets a 1 minute 33.2. So, and I've just missed the Renault, and I think he might be starting his laps. So who will be next, Luke? Maybe Absolute.
It is a racing point of Banana Fury. No, not Banana Fury. It's the other racing point of
Banana Hammock.
Crazy Kiwi coming on the final corner, literally as we speak, does a 31.6. Ooh, into the 31s.
Yes, as the Stig will be next. He sets a 32.2, and I've just missed was that Black Moon? No, I've just missed Brad Tay's lap. Excuse me. Of a 1 minute 31.8. So Banana Hammock will be next with a 33.8. I do apologise, I just missed the end of that one, and I do believe Absolute is next. Kraken has left the session for some unknown reason. He's got multiple invites, so I'm sure he'll get back in, but there you go.
Who's next? I think Absolute is now the next one. Yes, he is in the papaya McLaren. I just call it orange. Why you got to be different? Why you got to say papaya? It's orange.
It's a bit of a shout. It's a bit of a shout out to Mad G. He started all that, so it's we're getting a tradition going. But Absolute sets a 1 minute 32.6. So not too bad from the lad. There is an AlphaTauri currently out there on track. That might be Mr. Fury Strat, but he's putting that on in the pit lane. Nick Magoo's on an outlap. Who is on a timed run? Maybe Bobton, but Bobton has invalidated, unfortunately.
Yep.
And well, there you go. We've got a bit of a let's just see. A lot of lads out on an outlap or in the pit lane. So unfortunately,
they quiet actually.
Yeah.
Quite start.
Scotty Boy 1099 has a new follower. What an absolute legend. You are follower number 694. 6 more to go, Lukey Boy. 6 more to go.
I'm going to see who's next.
Hang on a minute.
Oh God, another one.
Hannah's World has just followed again. This is brilliant. You are follower number 695. Welcome to the stream. This is Parabolical eSports, Oceania Division 2. We've got a lot of racing, as we do every weekend for you folks. We've got the F2s on Saturday. We've got the, and the rest of the main divisions on the Sunday. As we've got Curly in the chat. How are you, mate? Yeah. Can we? Well, we'll absolutely give it a crack. And Scotty Boy, this is on PlayStation, mate. So there you go. But Nick Magoo is currently out there on a lap. Is he next? I'm pretty sure.
I think he is, yes. Banana Hammock improved. He did a second run and did a 33 dead. He improved by 8 tenths. Did jump Black Moon, who's himself on another run. He's up by 5 tenths in Sector 2.
Fantastic.
So people finding more time on second runs.
Very, very good. Of course, if you want to be a part of it, Chasey Dane is in the chat. Thank you very much, mate. And there you go. Click that link there, brother, and there will put you into the server. Answer the questions that Ross Braun asks you in the new member section, and we'll get you in for a trial and on your way there, brother. But yes, Nick Magoo crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 32.3. That is P5.
Oh my God, another one.
Another one. Ollie F1. Welcome to the stream. Holy moly. You are follower number 697. 697. 3 more to get, Luke. 3 more to get. That's insane. I'll tell you what, mate. Well, this might be a good one for you to come back on as we're watching Bopton.
Yeah.
I think Bopton is the next one to cross the line, I do believe. But there you go. He's going to put that in the pit lane. So, Kyotonic, he is a brand new driver for us. He joined the server last week. He's in Team Williams is Cyotonic or Kyotonic, however you want to call it. But there he is there. Unfortunately has invalidated, but I dare say he will go again as Kraken has joined again. Fantastic. As we've got Rough One in the chat. Yes, we also, there you go. Watch that Streamlabs have said the PvE stuff. Yes, we certainly have looking for drivers at the moment. So if you want to be a part of that one too, get yourselves in the Discord and an admin will be with you shortly.
Yeah. I'm in the PT League, you can fight me on my terrible driving skills on my wheel that I've still got used to driving. So, yeah. Curly, I can do F2 tomorrow. I will sacrifice my Saturday afternoon before I go to work to do F2.
As 2.5 sets his first time run of a 1 minute 32.7. That is P8 at the moment, Luke.
Yeah. I think cut-off time, I'm going to say a low 33. That's my prediction for cut-off time. It's probably going to be horribly wrong, but that's my prediction as Kytonic, has invalidated again. He cut
there you go.
Whatever corner that was. Yeah, he's not enjoying it at the moment. Is Kytonic on his second run? Obviously, if he has enough fuel, he may go again. Well, that's the thing with tyres around here. They last more than one lap. You can do several laps because it's a one-stop strategy.
Well, let's not forget, though, it's still only a Q1 session, though, mate. And it's just all about survival, to be fair. You just want to get yourself out of that bottom end, the bottom five, of course. And then we worry about the more important sessions of a Q2 and then, of course, the all-important session of a Q3. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to see which way these boys do go strategy-wise. I do know it's actually quite comfortable to do a soft medium or a medium soft, whichever way you want to go. But also know that the longevity of the hard compound, whether it be an incident early doors or something like that, and we go for a safety car, can easily swap your strategy around. And obviously the longevity of the hard compound tyre does make it a long way around here. But we're watching our championship leader, Blue Dog, coming around that last corner. He crosses the line now and sets a 1 minute 31.9 and well and truly safe. Is exactly what the doctor ordered. He's got that one easily out of the way.
Yep. So who's next? Renault, is that finishing? Is that 2.5? It is 2.5. He's down in sector 2. He does improve though to a 32.6. So he jumps up to 8th. So people finding a lot of time. Of course, the track will be rubbering in. This is a street circuit, so really there'll be a lot of track evolution as the session goes on. Who's at the last corner? Oh no, it's not me. It's you. And there's a Haas. Who was that of?
Yeah, that was a Haas entering the pit lane. So I think it's not me. It's you. Thought that they were on a hot lap, and he just tried to get out of the way. And, well, there you go. He's just doing the gentlemanly thing as it's not me, it's you. Another lad that is progressing through turning his assists off. And I got a message from Mr. Fury Strat just before. Hey, another one. Hang on, that can't be right. I'm all confused here. It's all confusing. But we have a new follower, and that says it's Banana Hammock. Banana Hammock hasn't followed this one yet. Come on, Banana. You're better than that, but you are follower number 697 according to that. But I don't know. I don't know if that's right or not, but we're going to go off it. When's that? Yeah, and 697, that's telling me, Luke. So, well, there you go. Yep. We'll have to believe that one.
Well, deal.
It's never always right, but there you go. We'll have to double check that one later on anyway. But three more to get, Lukey boy.
Three more. We can do it. It's only Q1. We can do it.
It's only Q1, brother. Come on. Come on. Absolute 97. You are follower number 698. Who's going to be the all-important 700? 700 is Becky. This is fantastic stuff, mate. But it's not me, it's you. He's on a lap here. And let's not forget, we are still in a Q1 session. And here he comes. It's not me, it's you. Around that last corner, he sets a 1 minute 34.3. There is Suicide 5, the Div 2 admin. He's coming across the line now. He sets a 33.1. That is P12. And his teammate in reserve is Nat Hammer. Oh, no, sorry, I apologise. Mr. Fury Strat, and he's just starting a lap, of course. It'll be interesting to see which way he goes. The Kraken, I don't know what's happening with the Kraken. He has not set a lap. He's left it late. We've still got 5 minutes remaining in this session.
Nat Hammer. 30.9. Woo! Into the 1 minute 30s.
There you go, Nat Hammer,
Wow.
of course. He's a Oceania Div 1 driver. Bopton is out there now. I think he may be next to set a time. And we'll just watch the last couple of all-important corners of Bopton.
I'm just trying to see who we next. It would be Kytonic, but he's on a cooldown.
Bopton sets a 1 minute 31.9, P5 for the Bopton, which is fantastic to see as well. We've got Mr. Fury Strat, as I did touch on a lap. He's in that second sector. His teammate of Suicide 5 may be setting another time here. Looks like he's absolutely turned the wick up a little bit. Yes, he's having a crack. He's having a good old crack, is the lad. So he's hugged that inside wall, which is exactly what you want to do. It's almost like a vacuum effect there, Lukey boy, I reckon.
Yes, yeah, I agree. Of course, you want to get as much sort of space on the track. You want to try to obviously carry as much speed. That is what's important. So I'm trying to look. Both Red Bulls out in Q1 because Havas got himself disqualified. Obviously, he wanted to start at the back, and Beans has retired from the session without setting a lap.
Yes, Beans is a Div 1 driver as well. He's showing his...
that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's just doing his thing there as we're watching Suicide 5 cross the line now and sets a 1 minute 32.3. That is P10, and that is a massive improvement from what he did just before, which is great to see. Banana Hammock is... sorry, excuse me. It's not me, it's you out there. I dare say he's going to start another run here. His fuel light is just beginning to flash, so it's going to be touch and go for the lad. Who else is on a lap there, Luke? I'm not too sure who's on a lap.
I'm trying... They've all come out now at the end of the session, which means it makes our job very complicated. I'm just trying to check if there's a Renault in the last sector. That is not too... It's Bopton, but I think he's on a... Yes, Bopton's on a cooldown lap. Behind him is an alpha male of, I'm going to assume it's not me, it's you.
Yeah,
no,
he's on a cooldown.
Nat Hammer.
Nat Hammer?
Yeah, Nat Hammer on a cooldown. Yeah, he's on a cooldown into the pits, out of fuel. So that explains the yellow flags. So obviously Nat Hammer will be safe from a 30.9.
Well,
we've got to push him down.
We've got Kraken out there at the moment on an out lap. He's yet to set a time, so... We're going to focus on the lad as well. We've got a couple of lads out there on outlaps at the moment. Probably, like I did say, there's 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this session, folks. And the guys that are out there on outlaps are just a bit uncomfortable there, mate. So it'll be interesting to see what they do now, of course. They've realised that the times they've set is right on the cusp. So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
It will be. I hate... Personally, for my personal preference, I hate leaving stuff to the last minute on strict corner cutting. It is so easy to obviously invalidate your lap time, and if you do, then, well, it's curtains. Yeah, you're not going to get another lap in, especially if it's in the session. Exactly
right, and that's the risk you take but for leaving your run a little bit too late. Of course, the Kraken probably wasn't intentional either because he was out there. He did invalidate his first run, if you do remember, all the way back at the start of this Q1 session. So there you go. We've got a lot of chat in the chat. We've got Mr. Fury Stats saying, "Isn't Nat Hammer T1?" He certainly is, mate. He certainly is. And as we say that, we have a new follower, the Aggressionist. You are follower number 699. One more to get.
Wow.
And well, there you go. Kraken has invalidated. And
we did it.
We've done it. We've done it.
We did it.
Oh, it had to be a name. How do you say that? Quacktix Bow. You are follower number 700. Woo! We got there, Lukey boy. We got there, Lukey. Doesn't matter what happens now. 700, baby! Woo!
Right, hit to 1,000. Got there, hit to 1,000.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
There it is. So, congratulations to everyone. We did it. Lukey boy, mate. We should have done this more often.
We do, yeah. Oh my god, we got another one. Oh, it's Bew again. It's Bew.
Lukey's getting excited. Lukey's getting excited.
I mean, at one point we had 48 viewers, and I'm sitting here with like Division 3, which barely cracks, of 4, which barely cracks 30. And I'm like, what? Are we this popular?
Oh, we're always popular here down in the Oceania. You all say you don't like us, but we absolutely love us. And yeah, there you go. So Absolute on another time run here, mate. I'm not too sure. No, he's not. He's
backed off because...
He's got everything down, but we've got 14 seconds. He is kind of safe. There's not really many... Oh, made a bit of an error. He's not going to make... Is he going to make the line in time? He want to be quick? Oh, yeah, he's going to make it.
He should be fine.
Yeah, just. So he's timed his run. He's trying to time
He
his
timed
run.
it to perfection.
Exactly right. So got 2.5 currently out there on a time run as well. He's well and truly safe.
Yep.
There's only like another 2 cars out there. We've got the Kraken and who is that? The Williams of Cyotonic. So yeah, I mean, I don't think these boys at the moment. But anyway, spit your words out, son. It is 2.5 we are watching. He is currently quicker than what he's been before. But yeah, there you go. 700 followers, Lukey. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
It's mad. Mad to think that 700 people thought, you know what, these guys are all right. So, not too bad.
Fantastic.
So just looking, Kraken just basically needs to set a time. Well, just needs to set a time really, because Fury, Strat, and Robbie are obviously did not set lap time. I assume they're Division or Oceania 1 drivers or reserves.
Well,
that
yeah,
I think
V Robbie's definitely a European driver. He knows the Kraken, to be fair. The Kraken recommended him to this league, of course. And, well, there you go. That's how V Robbie became a part of it. He's Hungarian, I do believe, is V Robbie. But he is a European. I think he's a Div 1. I'm not too sure. Yeah, you might know. I can't remember, Lukey, but yeah, there's that many divisions I keep an eye on. But I think he's Div 1 Europe. But yeah, anyway, the Kraken crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 30. Oh, Kraken! Oh, Kraken! Or 1 minute 33.0. That is P14.
That was a smooth operator.
Oh, another one.
Bossman 000001. Welcome to the stream. You are follower number 701, believe it or not. And this is Parabolical eSports, Oceania Division 2. The Kraken just surviving by the skin of his teeth. This session is done. This Q1 session is absolutely done. We do have our drop zone. Beans, who didn't set a lap, which we appreciate. Same with Fury Strat and V Robbie, of course. Absolute legends, as well as Harass. And Banana Hammock. I'm not too sure what happened to Banana Hammock. He must have binned it out there, and we did miss that out on track. We do apologise. 2.5. Just a bit of a cool down. As soon as he crosses the line, we'll go to the timing screens.
He's through.
And away we go. Yeah, so that is it, Luke. What did you think?
Q1 done.
What did you think of your return to Russia? Of course.
I mean,
by the way, folks, Luke absolutely adores this track. No.
I hate the track. Something to point out is that Kiwi and Absolute both have 5 pace grid penalties.
Yes, we're just seeing that on the timing screens there. Do you want to go to the race director there, Luke? Because I'll just go through this list.
Yes, I will indeed.
We've got Beans, as we did touch on. That is our drop zone. It's not me, it's you surviving and going into a Q2 session, which is fantastic. The Kraken a little bit out of place there. I'm not too sure. Well, of course, he did survive by quite some time, but there you go. He's left his run a bit late.
Yeah.
Maybe not enjoying this track. Very unusual to see the Kraken down there. Cyotonic, the new debutant, the driver, well, the new driver in Team Williams. He is in P9 with a 1 minute 32.0. We will go on a lap with him, as what we do with all the debutants throughout the session. And we didn't really get to go on a full lap with him, so we'll do it this session, I reckon.
No. So I looked at the race director. Crazy Kiwi got a 5 place grid penalty for hitting Bopton. Interestingly, Absolute got 5 places for illegal blocking. That is interesting.
That is interesting.
I don't think I've ever heard of those before. Legal blocking.
Yeah, they're running it strict down here in Oceania.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, and look at that. Half the field's instantly gone on to the mediums.
Yes, they certainly have. So I think it's looking like it's going to be a dry Grand Prix, as we've got Nundabot. Nundabot, welcome to the stream. Sorry, mate, I did miss you jumping in there. Well, welcome to the stream, Nundabot. That is Nunda, our Div 2 champion from last season, of course, getting promoted to the Division 1, the Freak Show. And he's doing pretty well, to be fair to Nunda. And it's great to see Nunda's progression, of course. He's one of the originals of the league when we were back in the day, Parabolical Racing League. And yeah, well, there you go. So Nunda is Nundabot. He does his thing in the stream chat, and we do appreciate that, of course. And just giving you a bit of history.
He bullies me.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. There was unfortunately no stream for Div 1 last week. And if I'm not mistaken, Nunda got his first podium in Div 1.
He did.
He didn't. There was no stream, so therefore there was no interview, and I'm sick of it. Nunda, before the end of the season, podium or no podium, you have to get on the mic, brother. It's been way too long, man. Even if you just come in as a driver of the day for Pete's sake, I mean, that'd be fantastic. As Nunda gets a bit antsy when we start talking about driver interviews, but it's actually quite funny.
He's camera shy.
Yeah,
microphone shy.
Microphone shy, I do believe, but no, that's okay. Each to their own, Nunda. And we do appreciate what you do, mate. And great result for you last week, of course. And looking forward to seeing how you crack on race day 17. And while we are doing that, let's just go through the divisions. Next up after this one is on a Saturday. That is Saturday, 1 p.m. BST, and that is the Formula 2. So Formula 2 will be having a crack out there as what they do every week, and they will be following the calendar as what we do. Russia as well. Everyone will be doing Russia. We do the whole calendar. The whole league does the same thing, of course. We have got on the Sunday, we've got Oceania Division 1. That is 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or 10:30 a.m. on a Sunday for BST. Then you've got Division 4 at 1:15 p.m. BST, followed by Division 3, 3:30 p.m. BST, Division 2 at 5:45 p.m. BST, and Division 1, as we did touch on, the main event, that is at 8 p.m. BST, of course. And let's not forget the fact that if you guys and girls out there are PC drivers, we are starting, and we have started a PC division. Currently looking for drivers, folks. And well, I'm sure Nunda will post in the Discord link. If not, I will do it. Actually, I'll do it straight away.
Very good idea. I will now sit with the drivers while Skate tries to go through the hellhole that I imagine is his computer. Get on board with Brad Tay on the mediums now. Of course, it is a one-stop strategy, so everyone on the mediums trying to get through is assuming to do medium soft. I mean, you can do medium hard, but I mean, why would you do that unless you had early damage? So, few drivers on the mediums, few drivers on the softs, most on the mediums. Obviously, most want to do medium soft, but the mediums do have quite a big performance gap, especially to the softs. I think it is one of the biggest out of any track. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head because I don't play it. Actually, tell a lie, I can put up a document, one of my documents. I can go through my laptop now.
Anyway, guys, while you're doing that,
yeah, we'll stop now. Yeah.
Brad Tay about to set his first time run of this Q2 session. He crosses the line and sets a 1 minute 32.6. That is a great lap from Brad Tay. Crazy Kiwi will be next, and he sets a 1 minute 32.3. There is a Haas out there of Reed. No, it's not. It is Nick Magoo. He's putting that in the pit lane, but Reedy, I do believe, will be next. He's coming around that second last and last corner. Now, there's that pit lane entry. Very tricky, that one, but the exit is absolutely beautiful as Reedy sets a 1 minute 33.3. There is Black Moon. They're coming in thick and fast now, Lukey boy, as Black Moon sets a 1 minute 34.0. There is two McLarens out there. I do believe it is the Stig. The Stig sets a 1 minute 32.9, and his teammate of Absolute comes across the line any second now and goes to 33.3 as a new follower, Jack Bryan. You are 702. Welcome to the stream. This is Oceania Division 2, and I've missed a couple of laps, but that's okay. We welcome the new
Kaitonic did a 32.8 on the soft. He's the first of the soft runners. He's the first of the soft runners. So I think that was it. Yes.
Wow. There you go.
Everyone else is either in the pits or on an outlap. So
take a breath, son. Take a breath. Woof.
Yeah. Have some water. Calm down. Yeah, so 1.1 seconds. It says in my document thing 1.3. So
there you go. There you go. So not much difference between the two, of course. The longevity.
1.3 seconds is a massive difference.
Between the...
What world is 1.3 seconds?
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood what you said. Sorry. My focus was on the computer, and I just caught... I don't know what I caught. But anyway, we'll push on. Just we'll call that a senior moment, mate.
Yeah. The other flag is 2. I think it's just drivers getting out of the way. Not anyone causing any issues, because of course poor Bopt is now caught up to the train of cars that have all finished their lap, and or either finished their lap or on an outlap. So,
exactly right. That's
past Suicide 5. Yep, Suicide 5 gets well out of the way. That's what we'd love to see. We all love to see.
Well, the driver's doing the right thing, to be fair. So, which is great, which is absolutely great. But Bopton, yeah, as you did touch on there, Lukey boy, caught these runners and caught them at the wrong time, of course. They're all on outlaps, and he's on a timed run. So, look, I mean, it is Q2. It is important. He wants to get through, does the Bopton, and he's coming around this last corner now. The McLaren in front of him is in the pit lane, but he's about to set a 1 minute 33.1. That is, okay, P5. Excuse me, but we've still got 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this session.
You right there, Skate?
Yeah, I had a hiccup and I tried to disguise it.
Right, who's going to be next? We have a Haas of Nick Magoo finishing his outlap, so a little bit of a breather. You can now breathe. Although saying that, Suicide 5 and 2-5. Oh, no, 2-5 has invalidated, so 2-5 will not be finishing that lap. In the red, who is that? Is that Nat Hammer sitting on there? Oh, yeah, Nat Hammer getting well out of the way. Gwen Max asking, is the Haas still going to be used when you start racing there from 2021? Yes, because we are on equal cars. Equal cars, which means obviously you don't have to, so there won't be any issues.
That's exactly
the Russian flag fiasco. Oh, that's nothing to do with us. That's nothing to do with us. We just sit in the car and drive. We don't care about the politics.
That's exactly right. We don't care about the politics. We just care about the game, and that's what it's all about. And well, let's just hope. Let's just hope, folks, this new one's is as good as what it's all hyped up to be, of course. Still early doors, and I do understand there has been the content creators out there doing their thing with giving us a sneak peek, and we all appreciate that, of course. But I'll tell you what's going to be very, very tricky, in my opinion, Luke. As we were touching on early doors, the Suicide 5 has invalidated. Unfortunately for him, 2-5, his cousin, is on another run here. There he is there. There is a Mercedes of Blue Dog currently about to, well, he's on an outlap, and the Kraken is on a timed run. So we'll just stay with the, oh no, he's not. He's back well and truly out of that. So, well, there you go. We'll go back up to 2-5. He's furthest along on the track on a time run, I do believe. And, or is it a Ferrari? No, it is 2-5.
But yes, it is 2-5. I didn't go through sector 1, so it's very quiet out there.
Yeah, so
Nick Magoo in the Haas coming for the last sector.
Fantastic.
On run as things stand.
Thank you, Luke.
As things stand. Anytime. What's he gonna do? 133? 33 dead. Nice.
Very good. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we'll flick back to 2-5. But yes, we'll get back onto that new, the new game. And as a couple of the guys in there are talking about it, the rear wing and the rear diffuser, I'll tell you what, that'll be great in my opinion, in the my career mode. But as of league racing, I'll tell you what, Lukey boy, geez, it's going to be tough.
We're going to have to fiddle the settings, because obviously we want to have, be as quasi-realistic as possible, but you don't also want to be people literally retiring after 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's right, exactly right. And, you know, I mean, how many times, you know, in league racing that you get tapped, you know, ever so slightly in the rear end. And yeah, I mean, geez, it's going to be very difficult. But anyway, 2-5's about to set his first time run of this session, and it's a 1 minute 32.9, and that is P5, Luke, P5.
P5 for 2-5. Wait.
Wait. Looks like the Masters are having a beer then.
Of course. Kraken now coming around the final corner, and it's going to be a 32.4. Oh, second. Oh, that was close.
That was extremely close.
Kiwi.
Yeah, extremely close. So there you go, Cruiser Kiwi. Oh, well, what's he done? A 1 minute 32.3. Have a look at that. These times are actually, well, they're doing very well at these boys. We've got It's Not Me, It's You, and Suicide 5 currently out there on outlaps. Yet to set times. I do apologise to Kyotonic, but he's out there on an outlap, and let's just have a look to see what he's doing. We'll just give him a lap. All right, yes, he may be safe, but he's gone out there on the softs. Suicide 5 is on an outlap as well, but he's further behind. So we're going to stay with this lad, of course. Even though he is safe, he is a debutant, and I do like to give the debutants a good old lap, as everyone who joins the league knows that I commentate on. So there you go. Kyotonic. It's got the Scottish flag next to his name just for his heritage, but he is an Aussie boy, and well, he's passed his trial with flying colours, did the lad. And as I did say, Brad Tay's teammate, Brad Tay, P3 in the championship, and I'm putting them up for you folks again. There they are there, Blue Dog 166, the Stig and Brad Tay tied on 137 followed by Nick Magoo on 75, and hello there, Housey on 69 points, missing this week. Then we've got the Kraken on 65 points, followed by the Bofton, 2-5 doing his bit, and your friend too. It's a bit of a personal joke between me and him, and he'll be laughing right about now, I do believe. I hope he's not on a lap. He certainly isn't. But yeah, you go. That is the championship standings. I've got to keep myself amused there, Luke. But we are watching.
Yeah, you do.
We're watching.
We're watching. While you're watching Kai, Stig's gone top on a 31-9 on softs.
Fantastic. So there you go. These boys on the softs. As Kai Tonic has had a purple sector, there is a Ferrari well and truly off track, just getting out of the way of the lad, and that's fantastic to see. But Kai Tonic coming around this tricky 90 lefts and 90 rights. There you go. Well, nice and tidy so far from the lad. And it is softs versus medium on the one lap pace. It is just phenomenally different. And let's just see what Kai Tonic does. He's about to cross the line now. P1 with a 1 minute 31.3.
Oh, nice. That's very nice. But yeah, it was on the softs, but that's still very nice.
Definitely.
Very nice.
You can comfortably do a soft medium strategy around here, mate. But yes, it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. We'll be next. And, he's got 2.5 minutes remaining. Let's just see what time he can do. This will be a great... Do you think he's going to be safe, is he? No, he's not. It's a 1 minute 34.3. We've got Suicide 5, who is next. And, he's in that sector that is the very tricky third sector, as we're going to touch on as this Grand Prix progresses. But it looks like, Luke, I don't know, the bit of cloud cover coming in.
That's a lot of cloud, yeah.
Yeah, so I've just got a bit grayer here in a Q2 session. But Suicide 5 crosses the line now and sets a 1 minute 32.5. P5 for Suicide 5. I don't know. What's wrong with me, Luke? I don't know what's wrong with me tonight.
I won't try to do that. So at the moment, as things stand, with 1 minute 50 on the clock, 8th to 13th are all have set their times on mediums. They're now sitting on softs. So at the moment, personally, Crazy Kiwi has retired. I think Kiwi and Kraken could be the only two here to actually possibly safely get through to Q3 on medium tyres.
Yes, exactly right.
That is the issue with the mediums around here.
That's exactly right, mate. But as I've just noticed, there's a lot of action on that pit lane straight as they're entering turn 1. You've got a Haas, a Renault, and a Mercedes, followed by another Renault, all close there and close about. So that they're all on outlaps, of course. Nick Magoo is on a flying run. Whereabouts is he? He's the leader of those boys on, on that outlap. He's on that soft compound tyre. So these boys have, maybe a bit of a strategic game is there, Lukey boy. And Racing Life, that is Mr. Fury Strat wants to do cockpit cam. Maybe, I don't know, mate. We'll have a crack maybe at one stage, but maybe not this way. We'll have a go. I'm not too sure, mate. We'll have a go. If you get the call up, jump in. But we'll see if the viewers want to see or hear that, of course. There you go. That is Mr. Fury Strat. He will be starting on the grid. Maybe we can go through him as he takes us on maybe a formation lap, of course. And then if that goes well, we might see how he goes in on the race. But there you go. That's maybe an option. I don't know. I'm just thinking we're running by the seat of our pants here, Lukey boy. But Nick Magoo, he's coming around the second last corner, and let's just see what he can do. He sets a 1 minute 32.3, and that is a great lap from the lad.
Bopton just begun his lap, so again, timing his runs to perfection. Reedy has invalidated. Will he get another lap in? Oh no, he won't. That session is over. Reedy is out of qualifying.
Ouch from Reedy.
Yeah.
And, Nick, it's not me, it's you. Well, if I'm to believe that, there you go. No, he's run out of time as well. He's not going to improve. There is Absolute out there. He's 7/10 quicker. He's coming around that last corner now, Lukey boy. Let's just see what he can do. Yep. I dare say he might be safe. It's a 1 minute 32.905. Just edges 2-5 out of the thingo, but 2-5 has got purple or magenta in that first sector, which is fantastic to see. Who else have we got out there on track? Bopton is furthest along, I do believe. Or is that... Yeah,
yes, it will be Bopton, yes.
So Bopton will stay with
Yes.
Bopton, of course. He is in P12 at the moment. And, well, I do know he's got a better lap in him than that, of course. And let's just see what Bopton can do. He's coming up to that second sector. Let's just see what this lights up as. Purple. But there you go. He's 4/10 quicker than he's been before. And, well, there's a couple of guys in quick succession behind him. So we've got Blue Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Blue Dog says he says he's on an outlap, which is I'm not too sure. So there you go. Yeah.
Blue Dog's on a flyer for me, so...
Yes, well, there you go. On my screen it says he's on an outlap. But anyway, Bopton, let's just see what he can do. He's coming around that last corner now. Bopton sets a 1 minute 31.9. That is P3. 2.5 is next as Blue Dog sets a 1 minute 31.6. 2.5 sets a 32.2. And while they are well and truly safe, Reedy has invalidated, as we did touch on. Nick Magoo is putting that in the pit lane. So that is his session done and dusted, my friend.
It is. Look at that. 10th, 32.6. 11th, 32.6. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is how tight it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Here. But that means 3 drivers will start on the mediums for the race. The rest of the top 10 start on softs. So we're going to have, dare I say, an interesting Russian Grand Prix.
Exactly, mate. I think so. So we'll just go, there you go, foot on the best as what they have done. And of course, as you touched on, 3 with the medium and the rest with the soft. So, yeah, very interesting, mate.
That is
Wonder if we're going to have a wet Q3. No, the clouds look juicy, Luke. The clouds look juicy.
They do look very juicy.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Do.
Oh, no, I thought we had some rain, but we don't. Well, I was getting excited.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Skate. We'll get some rain.
Yeah,
no, just be told no rain. That's sad. We want rain. We want rain.
Yeah, that's right. So, Black Moon's just telling us to calm our jets, cool our jets. Of course, Black Moon qualifying in P11. He's that's almost the second best to P1. He's got a free tyre choice, of course. Well, the first of the 3 tyre choice runners. Absolute in P12. Reedy in P13. It's not me, it's you. P14 and Nat Hammer. Done it in no time, of course. P15. Yeah.
Right, Q3. Okay, I'm going to be bold here. Who do you think's going to get pole?
Oof. That's a tough question, mate. I think it's between. I don't want to put the Moz on him, but I think it's between Blue Dog and between 3 of them, between Blue Dog, Kraken, and Crazy Kiwi. It's between those 3, and I think going out on a limb, Crazy Kiwi will get the job done.
Yeah, my money's also on Crazy Kiwi. As we said, that he'll probably put it in the wall or something similar. So, commentator's curse. That's how it works. But, you know.
Love your confidence in the boys. Jeez.
Well, I'm just honest. But Brad Tate's first one out. He's the first one out on the track, followed by a Haas of Nick Magoo, Nickster. The clown of Stig. It's such a long pit lane down here. It's such a slow pit lane. It's actually painful.
It is.
Like most of this track, really.
Well, I mean, you're not a fan of this track, so that's understandable. Your negative thoughts towards it, but it's the pit lane exit is a simple one, Lukey boy, compared to a couple of other tracks, of course. I mean, some of the pit lane exits.
Yeah.
Like, we've just come from Singapore, of course,
Abu Dhabi.
And Singapore,
Yeah.
the pit lane entry has got a pinch point right at that last section before you go into the pit lane. And it's got a pinch point on the exit as well, so you want to be careful there. But here, the exit is absolutely beautiful. You can get the pedal down, even start warming up your tyres if you like on that pit lane exit. It is that wide, so these boys would absolutely love that one. But I'll tell you what, it's track temperatures may be down a little bit. We don't have the luxury of showing you that, of course, but with the cloud cover, there's not much sun beating down on that black tarmac, Lukey boy.
No, there isn't, and that will, I think, quite negatively affect the tyres because really you need a bit of temperature in the tyres to get them up, to get them working. And cloud means the track's going to cool down as everything cools down.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. So these boys they also do know that. I mean, the softs are good for a couple of flyers around here. but it's all about how you treat the warm-up. You don't want to take too much bite or life out of that tyre in a warm-up session because they warm up very quickly. You've got a long run and a heavy braking point into turn one. Well, a relatively heavy braking point into turn one, of course. You're going from 360 kph right down to about 120 kph or 120 to 150 kph to take that first corner. And so there's a lot of energy going through the front of the car there as we're seeing Brad Tay do that right now. I thought he was going to invalidate right on the cusp was he? And there you go. He's coming around this tricky left-hander. In my opinion, you want to hug the inside is what he's done. It is the quickest way, of course. This is qualifying. It's all about the quickest way, making these corners as straight as possible, Luke.
Yes, very much so. I'm just watching Kyatonic comes back into the pits after an installation lap, so either he's not happy or he just wants to do an installation lap for the sake of doing an installation lap. Him and Blue Dog are the only two in the pits. Everyone out. Oh no, Bopton's coming back into the pits. So apparently they're just all deciding that, you know what, don't need to do a lap time here. So 3 drivers back into the pits. Anyone else going to pit? Suicide 5, 2-5, you two going to pop into the pits? No? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, no, 2-5 is going to the pits.
There you go.
What? Okay, guys, it was a funny joke the first 2 times, but you don't have to all now trundle straight back into the pits.
Maybe they're just doing, like you said, an installation lap on a used set of softs or whatever it was they went out there and just to see what's going on. Let this track rubber in a little bit more and then come out towards the very end. But they maybe only giving themselves one crack at it. Who knows? Still got 8 minutes remaining in this session. But Brad Tay looking very, very clean at the moment is the Williams driver. He crosses the line and sets a 1 minute 31.8. We've missed the Huss of Nick Magoo, but he sets a 1 minute 32.0. There is Suicide 5 on an outlap, starting a lap. Who is next? The Stig is next, I do believe, yes. Or Crazy Kiwi. No, it is Crazy Kiwi. And
Crazy Kiwi.
Yes, let's just see what he can do, of course. One of the favourites to take pole position here. And he sets a 1 minute 31.2. As it will be the Stig. The Stig goes a 1 minute 31.5. And there is the Kraken out there. Well, Kraken has invalidated and he's putting that in the pit lane. Woo, there you go.
Yep, we've got 4 lap times on the board, sorry. Crazy Kiwi provisional pole after the first one. As the Stig just caught him doing the Carlos Sainz and going through the bollards at turn 2/3, which really is turn 1 and 2, but the Sochi Autodrome decides that it had to be different and had to have turn 1 as halfway down the straight.
Yeah.
I
don't think it was Sochi. I think it's more FIA, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more FIA, but I mean, just have a straight, guys. Come on.
He's just putting it on the Russians. There you go.
Yeah, just give them the stick to the Russians. Welcome to all our Russian fans.
As S5, here he is, our Oceania Div 2 admin in that third sector. Oh, and he's lost the back end a little bit, but held that quite well. And let's just see what he can do. It's looking not too bad. He would have lost a chunk of time with that bit of oversteer there. But he's about to enter the last corner now. And he sets a 1 minute 5. 32.5, P5 for Suicide 5. And, well, there you go. Blue Dog is out there on a timed run. The first of the time runners that haven't set a lap yet. And he has just
Here comes Kiwi.
Magenta in the first sector. As Kiwi has set a 1 minute 30.8. He has gone quicker again as we are watching Blue Dog yet to set a time. And he's in that second sector at the moment. Looking quite clean as the lad. His fuel light is on. There's still 6 minutes remaining in this session, mate. And there's plenty of time yet.
Yeah, I bet you've done to get in and out again. So Blue Dog obviously favouring the one run, fuel lights flashing, so he's doing 1 run per set. Unlike Kiwi and Brad Tay, who are both looks like they're favoured 2 runs. He's purple in sector 2.
He certainly
is.
The
game does like giving purple sectors to everyone. So I'm always very cautious when it comes up like, oh, he's purple. I'm like, sure?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's the general consensus when it comes to this game, though, Licky Boy. We have gone through hell and back, to be fair. But anyway, we will push on. We're not going to harp on that again. But yes, Blue Dog, our championship leader, sets a 1 minute 31.6. That is P4. As we've got Ruv65, who has just joined us as a follower, a new follower, 703. Hey. Wow, welcome to the stream. You are follower number 703. And, well, this is Oceania Division 2 at Parabolical eSports. We are a worldwide league And if you want to be a part of it, there is a Discord link that's just above you. If you're on PC, you can see it. If not, I will put that in for you right now. Who is next there, Luke? Because I am getting a bit distracted.
Kyotonic, because Kraken's on an outlap, so yeah, Kyotonic. In the Williams, coming into the penultimate corner, it's been I've only boarded him for the last sector. It's been pretty clean from the Williams driver up to the line. It's going to be 31.5. Goes third. Ooh, Williams second, third.
There you go.
I'll be happy with that.
I tell you what, Brad Tay must be loving the fact that, well, this is Kyotonic's first Grand Prix, and he would be loving the fact he's got a teammate to give him a bit of a chop out in this championship, which is fantastic to see. This one's coming well and truly alive. The Kraken is on a timed run. He is furthest along, I do believe, out of the lads. Is he? I think he is. Yes, he certainly is.
That was a smooth operator.
Holy moly. Caleb L05, welcome to the stream, mate. You are follower 704. Wow. This is amazing, Luke. This is amazing.
Yep.
This is...
Yep.
And another one.
Oh my God,
and another one. Open Sandwich. What a name. Open Sandwich. Welcome to the stream. You are follower number 705. Mate, Lukey boy.
Get me here more often.
You can be the official Div 2 commentator if you want to be for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Kraken has invalidated.
Bopton has invalidated as well, so... Tell you what...
Kraken was perfect in Sector 1 and 2, so...
Yeah, he'd be...
Kraken did have some speed in him.
He does. He has got some speed in him, of course. But yeah, unfortunate for him. You've got to complete the lap. You've got to get it done. And well, there's still 3 minutes remaining in this session as the Kraken puts it in the pit lane. Bopton's still out there as well. He's invalidated as well. He's turned everything down. His fuel light is not flashing, so he's got plenty of juice left in that car for him to go again, of course. Nick Magoo is about to start a timed run as Suicide 5 leaves the pit lane. So...
Brad Tay's headed out again. Is he first or is Brad Tay's second in the championship? Second.
Equal second. Equal second, folks. And there they are again for your reminder. So they should be on screen right about now. There they are. Yep. And 166 and then the Stig 137 followed by Brad Tay on the same number. So well, there you go. And Kyotonic enters the picture and Brad Tay goes, yes, I got a teammate. And so it'll be interesting to see how he goes towards the end of this one. Will someone have... Oh, well, I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what, let's... we pride ourselves on hard, clean, and fair here. Of course, Grand Prix racing, it's unpredictable, and that's what we love about it. Well, I hope so, mate, because these boys are all in a fight. Doesn't matter where they're standing. They just want to go wheel to wheel, and that's what it's all about, being as clean as possible. And, well, I dare say, yes, we will see some amazing overtakes. Well, we hope so anyway, because this track does have multiple overtaking opportunities. But Nick Magoo is about to set, well, there you go, he is there in this off-cambered, tricky third sector. And let's just see what time he can do. Nice and clean so far from the lad. He wants to do better than a 1 minute 32.0. What's his previous best around this lap, of course, at Sochi, Russia. But he sets a 1 minute 31.4. That is P3, Luke.
It is P3. It does push now. It does split the Williams. So Kyotonic now onto the second row. Well, he was on the second row. He's now further down the second row. Yeah. To have a look who's on the lap. Oh, look at that. The two cousins can literally see each other. Suicide 5 following his cousin down into turn 2. He's going to watch it. Probably be commenting on his cousin's lines and how quick he is. That's what I would be doing if that was me.
Absolutely brilliant to see both of them in a Q3 session, which is fantastic from him. Suicide 5, well, let's just hope he sets a quicker time than that one. I know he's got some more pace in him, does the lad, but we will focus on his cousin who is ahead of him, 2-5. There is a lot of traffic out on track towards the end of the lap. All those lads are prepping their cars for a timed run, and there's a couple of them looking for a cheeky toe, Lukey boy. Very, very close together they are, according to that track map there, of course. But yes, we are watching 2-5.
Yep. Brad Tay just finished his flying lap. He was 4 milliseconds off improving, so he didn't quite get any the time he would want. As who's that? Is Kyotonic going to get? Oh my God! If this is timing screen's right, Cotonic's just crossed the line with 2 seconds to spare.
Oh, there you go.
That is not, no, because the timing screen is still glitched.
We'll keep an eye on that. But 2-5 has gone magenta in that second sector. And well, let's just see what he can do. He's on a lap. He's the lad. The Renault driver, the Div 2 Renault driver, is pushing like crazy. He sets a 1 minute 31.6 P6 as Suicide 5 goes to 31.5 P5. What a lap. That is amazing. As Crazy Kiwi will be next. There is a bit of a gap. So Crazy Kiwi, one of the ones we predicted for pole, Lukey boy.
Yes, indeed. Brad Tay has gone again. He's literally behind Crazy Kiwi on the track. Of course, Brad Tay, got to be careful. He's going to run out of VOS pretty quickly. He's up by a little bit in Sector 2, but not nowhere near enough to try and nick pole from Crazy Kiwi. How is Kyotonic doing it? Kyotonic has matched his first sector. So at the moment nothing is changing. Stig is up by a 10th in the second. So we could have some people jumping up and down here the order. But Crazy Kiwi, is he going to improve on a 30.8? Nope.
Very, very close. Blue Dog is next to 31.3. P3 for Blue Dog. There is Kraken out there. He's invalidated. The Stig is about to cross the line now. He sets a 31.3. That is P4. That is P1 and P2 in the champ. Look at that. How close that is. That is amazing. Kyotonic, can he make a dent in this tree? Let's just see what he can do. He crosses the line and he's second now. He sets a 31.3. That is P4. He splits the championship leaders. Blue Dog in P3. The Stig in P5. But Brad Tay, P2, but our pole sitter, as predicted, Crazy Kiwi, what a lap, a 30, 1 minute 30.800. That is a lap and a half from the Racing Point driver.
It is indeed. That gap between those three drivers, less than a... if they can be that close in the race, we actually will have an exciting Russian Grand Prix. Jesus Christ.
There you go. So that is it. As Bopton and the Kraken, they both DQ'd, I think. So I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Yep.
But there you go. That is the running order. That was a great qualifying session. We have reached 700 and... Well, hang on. Is that right, Lukey boy? I'm seeing 706.
What's that?
706. We have reached over 700 followers, regardless. 700 followers, regardless.
Yeah, I've hit 706.
706 to be exact. And that is amazing. A big round of applause for all of you fans out there and drivers. We do appreciate all of the support. That is absolutely phenomenal. And thank you very, very much. That was amazing. We got there in our Q1 session, which was, tell you what a show it has been. What a great qualifying session. And, well, all-important time to jump into the race.
Yeah. Oh, it's cloudy. That is a...
Yeah, it is cloudy, right? No, it's good to have a laugh. Good to have a laugh. Nothing like a good laugh in a good session, of course. And well, I mean, with sound effects as well, Lukey boy.
Yep. Yeah, I'll have a soundboard ready for next season to go every time someone crashes. Go oopsie. That'll make Monaco hell. Right, let's have a look. I'm having a look at my very special, what's it called? Grid thing to do with tyres. So interestingly, the hard can do 30 laps, which is actually more laps than the Grand Prix.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, if there's an early safety car and you want to change your strategy up, I mean, the hards will go the distance. So, but this one is a very a comfortable Grand Prix on the medium soft or soft medium, whichever way you want to go. It's very, very comfortable. Depending on how obviously the start goes. We've got a formation lap on. Nat Hammer saying, maybe I'll race tonight. Yeah, well, look, mate, it is how you want to race. That is your decision, mate. You are a reserve, of course. You are a Div 1 driver. It is your decision. There is no right or wrong way to do it. We cannot tell you how to race. Just go out there and have fun, Nat Hammer. Work out a strat for yourself for your important race on Sunday. But we will go through this running order. We've got Brad Tay, P1. Blue Dog in P2. Kyotonic in P3. Great result from the debutant driver. We knew this lad had something special in him, and there he is there in P3.
Do you want me to grab Suicide 5? He's left the session.
Oh.
He's just left. He just came up. Suicide 5 has left the session. Do you want me to grab him?
That's all right. I'll quickly do. I got the list here.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
I forgot Crazy Kiwi had a 5-place grid penalty, so he's starting 6.
Yes, I forgot that as well.
Forgot.
I might as well do. There you go. Give them all a new one as well. Why not? Just in case. There you go. They've all got a freshie. So that saves us doing it a bit later on. There is the Stig, Nick Magoo. Crazy Kiwi, she did touch on, mate. Yeah, with that 5-place grid penalty starting in P6. Benny, excuse me. Suicide 5 in P7. 2-5 in P8. P9 is Bopton. The Bopton in P9 and Kraken in P10. Black Moon, there he is there, the Ferrari driver in P11. Reedy, P12 in the... Well, is he the first of the Hush drivers? No, he's not. He's the second of the Hush drivers in P12. It's not me, it's you. There he is there in P13 in that Alpha Romeo. We've got Nat Hammer as a reserve. There he is there in P14. Beans in P15. Fury Strat in 16. These are all reserves, these guys. Absolute reserve in P17. V Robbie reserve in P18. Banana Hammock did not set a lap. Absolutely. I think he binned it in that Q1 session. Yeah. And he is P19 and Harass is a reserve in P20.
I mean, so V Robbie and Harass have decided that they want to take the Grand Prix at an even slower rate than usual. They're horrifically far off the back of the grid there. Yikes.
Yeah, exactly right. So 10 car lengths, boys. You know this. And, well, these boys have been... Look at the rest of them sitting on that grid. So harass. 10 car lengths, brother. You know this. But anyway, we will wait for these famous 5 red lights.
I think Kaitonic's going to have the lead into turn 1 because that's slipstream.
Well, we've got 5 lights, but we will wait for these revs because that is a beautiful... Well, here we go. We've got some revs. We go here. No, we're not. Well, hang on a minute. What's going on? That was a very inconspicuous start. Now we are off here at Russia as Brad Tay gets a great start. Kaitonic, and even better start there side by side. The Williams and the Mercedes. They touch. Blue Dog's around! Blue Dog spun! Is that Blue Dog that spun?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, that was the Kraken!
Safety car.
Oh my god, I thought it was Blue Dog that had spun, but it's his teammate! His teammate, the Kraken, has spun! Oh, that is disastrous. I tell you what, my heart was in the mouth there because look at the championship. It is well and truly alive, Licky boy. And it's got Blue Dog up P1, Brad Tay P2, Kaitonic. What a wingman. The debutant is looking to be for Brad Tay. That is in P3 and the Stig P4. Tell you what, that is amazing. We have a safety car. The pinch point turn 1 does it again.
Yep. I mean, I know that Hammer's from Division 1 and he's the only driver starting on the hards, but he's gone from 14th to 7th. He's just kept his nose clean and is halved his grid position in one fell swoop.
Exactly right. Now,
impressive.
Let's have a look at Mr. Fury Strat as well in P8. He's running 0 assists. Let's just touch on that as well. We'll go to the position changes for you folks at home. Where are they? I always do that. Go to the wrong one. So there they are there. Mr. Fury Strat up 8 places. Nat Hammer up 7. Who else? The biggest losers, unfortunately, is the Kraken, as we did see that touch turn 1. It was very, very tight there. And, well, guys getting their elbows out. And all it takes is just a little bit of a tap. And around he went. So fantastic to see these boys as we've got a Renault going into the pit lane. I'm not too sure which one that is.
The Williams are double stacking. Kaitonic's going to have an awfully slow pit stop.
Well, let's just see.
That is unfortunate.
Let's just see if Brad Tay requires a wing change. If he requires a wing change, it's going to... Well, they are. There you go. Unfortunate. They are double stacking, which... well, that's interesting to say the least. And what have they put on? Brad Tay putting the hard compound on. So not wanting to stop again. That could save him, but Blue Dog is out there in P1, clean air. Tell you what, mate, he can make the most of his softs and absolutely.
He can.
Well,
He
let's not put the moz on him, Lukey boy. But we've got a couple of a couple of laps, so let's just cool our jets.
I mean, pit lane lost time around here is 24 and a half. Well, let's say 24 seconds for old forsake. So Blue Dog will be pitting lap 12, 13. Yeah, he could pull. Especially with, the hards being 2 seconds a lap slower than the softs roughly, he could pull that gap. He could pull those 24 seconds.
He certainly could, mate. He certainly could. So, and let's not forget Crazy Kiwi on the medium. So the launch the Blue Dog's going to get at that restart is going to be pretty good, to be fair, versus the medium. So the Stig will be looking to jump or make a dent on Crazy Kiwi. They're trying to get into P2. Of course, will the Stig. Nat Hammer, what a phenomenal start this lad has had. P5 from almost dead set last. Fantastic to see. Mr. Fury Strat has followed him. He's on the soft, so he's another one that'll be looking to jump at the restart because the soft versus the hard is going to be a massive, massive difference.
It is. Yeah, I can't see that Hammer staying fifth for much longer after the safety car restart. Not because he's a bad driver by any means. But the cars behind will be about 2 seconds a lap quicker.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So there you go. There's some penalties that have creeped into the game, to be fair. And let's just have a look. Nick Magoo, 5 seconds. 5 seconds. So that is a speeding infringement in the pit lane. And when Black Moon gets a drive-through, well.
Yes.
Wonder why he got a drive
through. Got that at the first lap crash. A serious collision. I've never seen a drive through for a serious collision. I've only seen 5-second penalties. But
I don't know.
Damn, he must have really hit someone.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Of course, these boys all should be recording and will be recording, if not streaming to their own devices, of course, to their own personal platforms and snipping and clipping any incidents required by the stewards. Of course, all our divisions are stewarded properly, as you know, Lukey. And they do a fantastic job. And a big shout out to all of the stewards that do a job here. There's quite a few here at Parabolical eSports. Of course, there is quite a number of divisions. 9 in total. And if you count the PC one, that will be 10. So it is phenomenally big. It is, the juggernaut that is Parabolical eSports.
Yeah, I mean, we can call ourselves a juggernaut because we are on 700 followers.
700
interesting
followers.
To point out. Yeah, interesting to point out that everyone from 11th downwards has pitted under the safety car. So from Brad Tay to V Robbie have all come to the pits and changed tyres. Which I think is quite interesting. They have to feel taking advantage of the safety car.
Very interesting, but it was very early doors, of course. We do know that hard will go to the end, but that you're going to lose a lot of lap time. And,
you are.
The safety car, I dare say, will be in this lap. Let's just have a look at Blue Dogs on board. Yeah, there he is there. Of course, Crazy Kiwi.
Yeah, Robbie's caught up.
Yeah, Robbie certainly has caught up. So that, as we can see on that track map, they're all bunched up quite nicely. And I dare say we're going to get a restart at the end of this one, folks. And, looking forward to it.
That is absolute round, absolute in the wall.
What?
He spun under the set. He's on George Russell. He's in this lap, but he's spun. I don't know how. He's just gone round.
Well, that's unfortunate. He's got no visible damage, so lucky for him.
No.
Lucky for him. But yes, we will get a restart at the end of this one. There you go, Blue Dog. The safety car lights are out. We will get a go. So I'll stay with Crazy Kiwi because I don't like to be with the leader on a restart. It's not fair to the leader, of course. So we'll just see when Blue Dog absolutely sends it into the start-finish straight.
Going to be interesting because he's got to be careful because if he lets Crazy Kiwi keep up with him, Kiwi will have a hell of a slipstream down to turn 2. So he's got to be very careful when he decides to launch. And he's gone by look. Yeah, he's gone. He's left Kiwi. Oh yeah, he's actually caught Kiwi napping.
What a phenomenal restart by the Blue Dog as the Stig looking to take Crazy Kiwi. Well, Crazy's gone defensive. It is one defensive move, and he's allowed. But Stig was going to have a crack. But he thought better of it. It's all about consistency. And you just want to get the points. Use the track to your advantage, of course, as Nat Hammer is as you were in P5. He's doing a phenomenal job. He's got Fury Strap behind him on the the softs. This is exciting. Exciting. Beans is up into 7th place. He's come up from the back of the grid as well. What a restart that lad has had as Black Moon gets by Harass. Harass, I'm not too sure what's happened there. Someone got a massive tank slapper. Ooh. I think it might have been the Kraken trying to get on the back of Harass.
Yeah, Suicide 5's had an issue. He had a massive slapper in the AlphaTauri, and I caught it there. Black Moon did have the testes. He went round the outside of Kraken at turn 3. He did have the testes to do it.
There you go. So it did happen, and we did miss that. I do apologise, folks. But this has become an exciting race. The gaps have closed right up. First lap after a restart, and look at that train of cars. We have got it from pretty much the Stig all the way down to Banana Hammock, and Banana Hammock up into P8. Special mention, great drive from him. From last, or 19th on the grid.
Fury Strat came outside of Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer had a bad exit out of the heavy braking zone on those hards, and Nat, missed Fury Strat very clean around the outside. Of course, once these soft tyres get up and running, once they're in the operating window, I can't see Nat Hammer sticking around for very long.
No,
once those soft tyres get up and running.
Exactly right. But he's still doing a great job holding his own there. But we're about to see Beans go past him using the slipstream. Nat Hammer is absolutely going defensive. Will he stay the inside? No, he's not. Beans thinks about it. Is he going to do it? But Nat Hammer, what a straight line speed he's got. Beans under braking, he's got the job done. Oh, great move by Beans, great move. That is up into P6. Fantastic move by Beans. Nice and clean, that is so good. That was very good pass.
Harass has just got up the inside of Brad Tay. He's going to try and go up the inside. Harass is on 2-in-1. He's got Brad Tay up the inside of 2-5. Does he have it? He does.
Move. What a Harass is on a mission. But great driving there by Harass from, well, there you go. I think it was 16th. We've got these position changes for you folks again. Where are they? Always do that. There they are. So Harass up 10 places. Banana Hammock up 11. Mr. Fury Strat up 11. Beans up 9. Nat Hammer up 7. Crazy Kiwi up 4. Of course, he did have a 5-place grid penalty, our pole position sitter. We will go to the penalties for you folks as well. There they are there. And Nick Magoo with that 5-second penalty. And, well, if he has to stop again, which he will because he hasn't made a stop yet, he will serve that in the pit lane.
He will indeed. Black Moon, was it Black Moon? I can't. Might be Black Moon who served his drive through, which is why he's 15 seconds off the back of Suicide 5 in last place. But Blue Dog's just sitting comfortably out front, 1.2 seconds. DRS will be enabled this lap, but Crazy Key won't be able to use it.
That's exactly right.
Stig will.
Yeah, exactly right.
Stig's going to have DRS.
Let's just go to where the Stig is, and he will be on the hunt. Will the Stig, of course, Blue Dog doing that all-important, breaking the DRS back before the DRS is enabled. And that is a fantastic job from the championship leader in the Mercedes as Mr. Fury Strat is having a good look at Nick Magoo. Have a look at this. AlphaTauri versus Haas, or Haas versus AlphaTauri, so to speak. And, well, look at this. Mr. Fury Strat has definitely got his racing helmet on today.
He does, but I'm on board with Kraken. He's got past Brad Tay, pushed him wide at turn 2, and Robbie didn't need a second opportunity. Brad Tay absolutely dropping like a stone here at the restart. Those hard tyres are just... Well, I mean, he's not going to have to pit again, that's great, but he's losing so much time to everyone because he's just got no grip compared to everyone else.
That's exactly right. That is the game you play, of course. It was touch and go, whether it was a smart option to put that hard compound on, of course. I mean, it will go the Grand Prix, but I tell you what, folks, like Lukey Boy did say, I apologise for calling you Lukey Boy, but it's so good off the tongue. I always have. And yeah, of course, Lukey Boy, not so much a Lukey Boy. But anyway, we will move on as Beans is still, well, there you go. Look at this, on board with Rip the Beans and Nick Magoo having a right old ring-a-ding-ding here. This is P5 versus P6. Beans doing a phenomenal job. Passing is fantastic. He's improved his game as this lad. It's great to see his progression as OSRL Beans on the back straight, right up the backside of Nick Magoo, hunting that slipstream. His overtake button is on. His rear wing is wide open. Can he get this done into turn 1?
Surely. Yeah.
Great move by Beans, using the track to his advantage. And that is a phenomenal move up into P5.
Yes, it is. I'm flicking back to the order. Anyone going to get a move on? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Everyone back here is far too far back. Kiwi closing now in back within a second of Blue Dog. Maybe those soft tyres are starting to go for Blue Dog.
Yeah, quite possible,
Bit
mate.
early, but
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
bit early.
it is a bit early. But then we've also got to realise that not necessarily the soft tyres are going off. Perhaps the medium tyres have now closed to within a point where Kiwi is just quicker on pace.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
Kiwi
right.
is rapid around here.
Yeah,
He was
exactly
obviously
right.
the only driver into the 1 minute 30s. So difficult to say. Although Brewdog is available on ERS, he's only on less than 10% now, so he's got to be careful. Stig's still sticking in the back, and even Mr. Fury Strat's got to. Oh, the yellow flag.
Yellow flag. That is Harass.
That Harass.
Harass is. What's happened to Harass? Oh, he's got some wing
damage.
He's got some wing damage as a lad, and I do know Harass has started to take these assists off. So he's turned off his traction completely, and I think that could have possibly been the reason. Maybe lit up the rears, and around he went. Excuse me.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if he pitched for a set of hards. As Stig has pitted, that's an early stop.
He certainly has.
Is that mediums or hards? Mediums. Is that mediums?
Yes, it certainly is mediums. It certainly is mediums. So there you go. Maybe, there you go. Crazy Kiwi. He's having a good look at Blue Dog. He's closed the gap right up. There you go. He's rapid at this point. As Blue Dog, they're both starting to save their ERS a little bit now, but they have spent quite a fair bit of it, mate.
Yep, Kaitonic also into the pits for another set of mediums. He's changing his front wing, so he's had a collision. Hammock's changing his wing, and so is Harass. Maybe these three came together. They were pretty close on track, so maybe there was. I saw Davey sort of jumping around the end of the straight, so possibly they came together. Now, looking at the Stig, fair enough, he's come out in 16th. He's got Suicide 5, and It's Not Me, she's just ahead of him.
Yep.
Medium tyres can last the end of the race. They will go to the end of the race from this point forward.
They certainly will.
But he's going to have to be very careful.
Yeah, exactly right. As you do know, Luke. Well, I'll tell you what. Any form. Oh, as the Stig goes wide, any form of wing damage around. Any track really. To be fair, there's some tracks you can cope with it a little bit, but here especially you cannot. It's such a flowing, quick track. And, it's all about mid-corner speed and exit and all that sort of stuff. As the Stig gets by Suicide 5, and that looks like Suicide 5 knowing his race, knowing that the hard tyre has got no chance on the medium, and instead of losing time behind him, let him go. And it's about longevity. We are only on lap 8 of 27, lap 9, as I talk about that, of 27, as we're paying homage to the bottom end of the grid. But yes, 2-5 has got the Kraken in front of him. There he is there. A bit of a train happening behind the Kraken. We've got 2-5. Yep. There he is there. And Brad Tay is there as well. Absolute is trying to catch the back of him as Mr. Fury Strat cops a 3-second time penalty for his efforts, and that will be for multiple warnings for corner cutting.
As did Blue Dog. Crucially, so did Blue Dog. Ooh. He also picked up 3 seconds at the same time.
Wow, there you go.
Oh.
There you go. And of course, Luke, we do know at the end of the race, that's where it hurts, those time penalties.
Yep.
And the cleaner you can be, the better you are, of course. And that's such a massive part of league racing, folks. As Nundabot doing his Nundabot duties, putting the Discord link in the chat. Fantastic stuff, Nunda. And, there you go. There is the link for you guys and girls out there. If you want to be a part of this one, click that link, jump in the server, and an admin will be with you. If not this weekend, early next week, folks. But yes, we are watching our championship leader, and here are the standings again, folks, for you to be reminded, and they should be on your screen right now. And there they are. So if you can see the championship standings, and you can see where all the boys are in this one on the grid at the moment, on this particular Grand Prix at Russia, you can sort of make do and see who's who in the zoo. And the predictions, of course, everyone's minds will be thinking right now.
Yes, very much so. So obviously Blue Dog championship leader, currently leading the race, but he's got Kiwi and Mr. Fury Strat for company. All within DRS range. I think Kiwi might have a shot here at Blue Dog. He's within 3/10. He is. He definitely is. Blue Dog's not he's going defensive, but I think Kiwi's going to have the overspeed.
We have a new follower, Ibiado. You are follower number 706. Oh, it should be 700. Oh, I don't know. This counter's all buggered up. But anyway, 706 apparently. Welcome to the stream. This is Parabolical eSports. This is Oceania Division 2. We have your racing covered all throughout the weekend, as we'll touch on throughout this Grand Prix. But Crazy Kiwi has got...
Fury Strat's out.
Fury Strat's out. Fury Strat's out. What has happened to Fury Strat? Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? We're on
He's
board
on the side of the road.
We are on board with the Kraken. There he is. And he has lost it into the barrier. Oh, Fury Strat. Fury Strat has put it in the wall, and we have a VSC. And as we were talking about that, the Crazy Kiwi just got by the Blue Dog just before, as Cryotonic retires from the session.
He's pitted and quitted.
Oh, I wonder why would he do that? Why would he do that? That's not good. We don't like the pit and quits here in Parabolical eSports. We don't like it anywhere, to be fair. But yes, anyway, Crazy Kiwi leading this one over the Blue Dog. We are under green conditions now. Blue Dog in P2. Our championship leader, of course, as you've seen before. And be interesting to see when he pits. I wonder, well, the mediums will definitely go to the end now. But the Crazy Kiwi, he's on 9. Let's not forget, he's on 9 lap old mediums. He's the most, well, through qualifying, he was 5/10 quicker than anybody else, to be fair. He had a 5-place group penalty.
Yeah, he was.
And, well, he would want to stretch his legs now. I dare say he's got this one in the bag if he keeps it clean and keeps his pace nice and consistent.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you on that one. It's a shame to see Fury Strat go because he was on the back of the top two. He was absolutely all over them. He was the third contender in the fight for the race win, I would say. But alas, obviously, don't know if he tried to take a lunge up Blue Dog. I mean, it's a bit of a stupid place to take a lunge. Oh, who's that?
Who was that? That was Banana Black. Who was that? Did you see that?
I looked at the crossing. It looked like a red car just speared across the track.
I've seen it hit a wall. It doesn't. What's going on?
No one's got wing damage.
No one's got nothing. The track's
the
still great. Did you see that was caught on stream, mate? Like, I mean, I flicked to that and I'm like, wow. Anyway, we will move on.
I mean,
what do you say, folks?
At that speed, they would be out.
Wow.
If they hit the wall at that speed, they would be out. There's no way about it.
There you go. So, Cryotonic is in the chat and not happy with his race, or a couple of people around him, of course. We have an incident room. You should have been recording. You should have been streaming to your device. Whichever way it is you choose to go, put your incidents in there, Cryotonic. And the stewards, our wonderful stewards, will do a job. Will do their job, and of course, if there is a punishment, whatever it might be, whatever the stewards decide to hand down. Of course, Crazy Kiwi leading this one on lap 11, folks. There's Blue Dog. Blue Dog is going to box this lap here, Lukey boy.
He is. That's going to be for a set of mediums, no doubt, to get the undercut on Kiwi. Of course, Kiwi will be on probably the softs. So that's going to be obviously that interesting end to the race that we talked about, as is Beans and Nick Magoo into the pits. He will serve his 5 seconds. He'll get that off his chest.
Exactly right, and that's exactly what he wants to do. As B Robbie has gone into second place. Of course, yet to stop. He's come from the back of the grid, has V Robbie, and well, he's doing his thing at the moment. He's 6.6 seconds behind Crazy Kiwi, who will need to stop eventually, but that will be towards the end of this Grand Prix. We have got a lot of people stopping. A lot of position changes as Reedy and the Bopton are side by side into turn 3. Have a look at this. The Bopton on the outside, Reedy on the inside, and Reedy gets that position done. Fantastic. He keeps that 8th place as Bopton decides to tuck in. And, a bit of a tag slipper, and he gets a time penalty for his warnings. Does well for that warning, does Reedy, and that is unfortunate for the lad. That was a great pass. That was great defensive driving from the lad, and Bopton into P9. Where is 2-5? 2-5, the other Renault driver, is in P5. And have a look at Brad Tay. Mr. Inconspicuous himself does not need to box again. He's in P6, Lukey boy.
He is indeed. I just looked. Stig has jumped Blue Dog. Of course, Stig pitted 3 laps before Blue Dog. From behind Blue Dog is now ahead. So that means he has jumped him. Now, Nat Hammer currently in third. Does not need to pit again. We know that for a fact. Once Kiwi and Co pit, which will probably be in about 4 or 5 laps time, he will lead the race by a fair margin, but he will need to be careful because those guys behind him on fresh mediums, fresh softs will absolutely fly.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So, well, there you go. Cryotonic, okay with slide. Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's all right. So, there you go. Well, Cryotonic, got caught up in an incident, of course. Not too sure what happened, but he will put that in the stewards' room. If there is any untoward, the stewards will take care of it, of course. They do a phenomenal job, but we're not going to harp on incidents because we've got a cracking race here as Reedy has been passed by Bopton. And what's happened there? 7th and 8th now as the Stig is behind this one. But we have missed that, unfortunately. But Bopton has got by Reedy again. And these guys are running the same strat. They are on 10-lap mediums there, Lukey boy. And doing a phenomenal job swapping positions here, bud.
They are indeed. They're having very clean, fair fighting. Kiwi has also now picked up the 3-second time penalty, so any hopes that he could have a bit of leverage over Stig and Blue Dog, well, that's gone straight out the window because he now has joined them in the 3-second club. But we have to wait and see. As you said, VRobbie doing very nicely in the second, even if he's lagging all over the shop. Nathammer third, he's about 9 seconds off Kiwi, so I'm going to be interested to see how quickly these guys catch up to... As speaking of Reedy and Bopton, look at this. Stig and Blue Dog of both have now caught up to this train as well. So
Exactly
that
right.
is going to be interesting.
But we have another new follower, Dan1 Kenobi. You are follower number 707. These names are phenomenal. Welcome to the stream. This is Parabolical eSports. This is also the Division 2 Oceania. And, well, we are a worldwide league, of course. After this one, we have the F2s that will be on a Saturday. We'll go through those times a bit later on, of course. I will put a Twitch chat poll in for driver of the day, of course, in a couple of laps for you boys and girls at home to send your votes in, and we will use that as driver of the day. Is Reedy on the inside of Bopton? Have they touched? Oh, they're side by side. Turn 2. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Take up Stig.
There you go. The Stig has taken advantage. And the Blue Dog's seeing what's happening in front of him. And Blue Dog just knows, well, he's just got to follow this lot. He will come into play as this Grand Prix progresses, of course. But yes, what a move by the Stig. Took his opportunity where it mattered. And there you go. Reedy is now in between the Stig and Blue Dog.
He is indeed. So as things stand, I'm trying to look down to see who's close. Obviously, you've got this battle for what is effectively 6th. Stig and Blue Dog will want to jump these guys as quickly as they can, because if they don't, then they'll lose more time to Kiwi, and Kiwi will be on the soft at the end. That is one thing they do not or cannot risk. I think, here comes Blue Dog on Reedy. Reedy, I think, lets him go a little bit there. He doesn't want to fight Blue Dog. He knows Blue Dog's quicker. And speaking of which, Stig's got past Bopton as well.
Exactly right, but Reedy's doing a great job. Oh, I thought Reedy, there you go, missed his breaking point and had to get way out of that. He lost a phenomenal amount of time as Blue Dog. Well, there you go. He's got by Reedy, as you did touch on, Lukey. And now he's all over the gearbox of Bopton. So Blue Dog's starting to get a bit racy now on lap 15 of 27, approaching lap 16. And where is the leader? Where is the leader? There he is there, Crazy Kiwi. While he's about to enter the second sector, and he is just doing a phenomenal job out there in front.
He is. They come up front.
Special mention to VRobbie. VRobbie on 12-lap old softs. Only 4 seconds behind Crazy Kiwi. Nat Hammer also yet to pit again, as we did touch on. You did touch on. Same with Brad Tay.
Yep.
And they are doing a great job, both of those two lads. But look at the Stig and Blue Dog. Hunting and hunting and hunting. And Blue Dog just gets by the Bopton. So now says the Stig, no you don't, son. Remember me. Look at that black Merc in your mirrors. I'm coming for you. So the Stig in P5, Blue Dog in P6. This is a championship fight, folks. An absolute championship fight. And there is the table again. Yep. For you guys to remind yourselves of where they are all at. But we will go back to the next closest battle there, mate. And I think Kraken is going to make a move, or trying to close in on the back of Beans here.
He is looking now. So Blue Dog in 6th position is approximately the Stig is approximately I'm trying to work that out. 6, 7. He's about 13 seconds off the back of Nat Hammer as Crazy Kiwi pits out of the lead. As is Robbie. So Robbie and Crazy into the pits. So Nat Hammer will take the lead, and Brad Tay will come out in second as Kyotonic leaves the session. Of course, he has pitted and quitted, and now he's quitted.
Very well said.
Kiwi into the pits for a set of softs. So Kiwi obviously onto those soft tyres as we suspected. No surprise there. Kiwi's going to come up pretty close to Stig and Blue Dog. I think Blue Dog and Stig would want to.
Well, where are they? Where are they?
Ooh.
The Stig has got by VRobbie. Blue Dog's got by VRobbie. Where's Crazy Kiwi? There's Crazy Kiwi. He just comes out in front of the Stig, and that is all important for Crazy Kiwi. Oh, the Stig's missed his breaking point. He's gone deep. He's gone deep. Let's just see if this is going to help Blue Dog. Let's just see if it's going to help Blue Dog. Where is Blue Dog? No, it is not. It is not. He's way too far back. So there you go. There you go. So Blue Dog may be holding stations at the moment, knowing that they should reel in these two leaders on that hard compound, but the Crazy Kiwi, there he is.
Should do.
There he is there, mate. There he is there. And I'll tell you what. Oof, that was very close.
It was. He's got to pull, what was that, 11, what was that, 12 seconds to Nat Hammer. Let's look at the leaders. He's got to pull 16 seconds because he's got a 3-second time penalty. That's going to be tough.
Exactly right, mate. And I am going to flick to V Robbie, and I'm going to put a Twitch poll. So I'm going to leave you for a second. I'm going to put a Twitch poll in the Twitch chat, and we are on with V Robbie at the moment. That's what we're looking at.
V Robbie on those fresh set of softs. He's got Blue Dog for company. Blue Dog, of course, we know is rapid. Blue Dog's got to get move on if he wants to try and protect his championship lead, which, as things stand, will be withered down. Championship lead, of course, is currently at 29 points. So as things stand, Stig will close that down by just 4 points. But that does put it now within a race win. If Blue Dog retired, say the next race in Japan, and Stig won with the fastest lap, he would get equal. But I don't think Stig's going to stay fourth for long, because here comes Robbie on those soft tyres up the inside into turn 2, and well, I think that was pretty easy to be all things considered. So Robbie now goes up and through into fourth position. Stig down to fifth. But all these guys are going to be trying to hunt down the leaders as best they can. Nat Hammer out in front, 7 or 8 seconds clear. Crazy Kiwi now only 10 seconds off. So Kiwi using those soft tyres to full effect to try and catch up to the leader, but he's got a lot of work to do.
There you go, folks. I have put the poll in the chat, and I've only put in the full-time drivers, of course, and there is the full-time drivers. The reserves, okay, yes, the reserves are up there and thereabouts, but it's not fair for us to put a driver of the day for the reserves. We do appreciate it. If the game gives it to them, the game gives it to them, but we put our Twitch chat driver of the day for full-time drivers, and they're the ones I have selected. I can only select 5, so get your votes in, folks. It will last for 10 minutes, and, well, you've got plenty of time to get those votes in and truly, and that will decide our driver of the day, as it does every week here at Parabolical eSports. But Reedy's starting to come back here a little bit at the Bopton. He's closed that gap just a little bit, Lukey boy, and he is in P8, yes, of course, and Bopton may be struggling at this point of the Grand Prix.
He very well will be. 14 lap on mediums. These guys will, well, Bopton's pitting. Bopton is moving to the right hand side of the track, so Bopton is going to pit for a set of softs. Oh, I assume it'll be a set of softs. That seems like a logical choice. As Crazy Kiwi blasts past Brad Tate. Crazy Kiwi now into second position, 8 seconds off the leader. He'll need to put about 11 if he wants to keep ahead with that 3-second time penalty, of course. But I'm pretty sure he'll have it in him. He's put 11 seconds in the next 9 laps. It's going to be quite an ask, but I'm sure whoever can do it, it can be Crazy Kiwi.
Sorry, Lucas, I've just noticed on the screen, the Stig gets a 3-second time penalty again for his worries, and we're going to get to these penalties. And there you go, the Stig has 6, Blue Dog has 3. So that's the all-important one. There it is there. And Brad Tay always Mr. Clean these days, so fantastic to see as the Kraken has closed right up on Reedy, Luke.
Yes, he has. He's cracking, yes, 8th place. Well, with soft tyres, you would expect that from him, especially with Reedy on 15-lap-old mediums. Reedy right at the end of that, probably the tyre. And he's got a 3-second. He's gone deep into the corner as Brad Tate is passed by Robbie. So as things stand, Brad Tate will gain the most out of everyone, as Bopton picks up 3 seconds as well. Brad Tate will close that gap to Blue Dog. He's currently in 4th. Well clear of Stig and Blue Dog. So that's going to be interesting. Now, the Mercedes are 6th and 7th, and I think Kraken's going to catch up to his teammate pretty quickly, especially with a 3-second time penalty.
Exactly right, as we're just seeing Kraken get by Reedy there on that soft compound versus the 15-lap-old medium. And while those, as you did touch on, mate, those mediums are well and truly at the end of their lifespan. But there you go. That is the running order there, folks. And the gaps have started to open up quite a little bit now. We are on lap 19 of 27. And, well, there you go. Maybe a position change as Reedy does box to get rid of that medium tyre. So there you go. Beans moves up one into P8. And he's just putting around. We can see Rip the Beans, OSRL Beans in... well, Sunday, of course. Sunday, Division 1 Oceania.
Yes.
And that is at 7:30 p.m. AEST or 10:30 a.m. BST. But let's go through. Well, we've got a bit of a lull in the race, of course, and the gaps have spread out. V Robbie is trying to catch Crazy Kiwi there. But
Robbie's, really caught up to a Crazy Kiwi. He's pulled 4 or 5 tenths in Sector 1. Is Kiwi struggling? Or is Robbie just a little bit quicker?
Well, I think Robbie's a European driver. He's a Div 1 European driver, I think. Or maybe.
Oh, damn.
And so, yeah, he's at reserve. So he's, on hunting Crazy Kiwi on lap 19. They're on the same lap tyres, but I dare say V Robbie is quicker than Kiwi, which is saying something. So there you go. He's tucked in at the moment. It's still third position. Brad Tay is doing a great job in P4 on those 16-lap-old hards. Just potting around, not taking too much life. He's got plenty of ERS. The lad is racing very, very smart. The Stig is in P4. Oh, Blue Dog! Oh, I thought Blue Dog has lost it. Blue Dog lost it. What a save. Oh, what a save. But I'll tell you what, he lost the back end. Massive, massive tank slapper and caught it just in the nick of time, according to the stream. He's got the Kraken behind him, his teammate behind him. But yeah, Blue Dog knows that the Stig has 3 seconds more time penalty than him. And he just needs to stay within that 3-second range and he'll get him.
Interestingly, Stig's got the yellow warning flashing, the yellow warning fuel light. So he's obviously currently under the amount of fuel he'll need to finish the race. So Stig will have to enter lean mix at some point to be able to make sure he makes it to the end of the race, because that's obviously what is important. Now, if Robbie and Crazy Kiwi start fighting here, which they are going to start doing, that's going to help Nat Hammer a little bit, because Nat Hammer only 4 seconds up the road on those old hard tyres. But of course, both these guys have 3 seconds penalty. Is it 3 seconds or? Yeah, both on 3. So if these two start fighting and give Nat Hammer just a little bit more time, I wouldn't fully discount Nat Hammer at this point. Although saying that, he is only 3 seconds clear of these two.
Exactly right.
Oh,
but
here comes Robbie.
on the outside, which will be... Oh, no. There you go. Crazy Kiwi says, no, you don't. And he goes, I'm taking that one back. And that is a great defensive move by Crazy Kiwi. There's no, you do not, V Robbie. You're staying behind me for at least another lap, son. And there you go. The time penalties, as you did touch on, 3 seconds each, as the Stig has 6, Kraken 3, Blue Dog 3, Beans 3, Nick Magoo 3, Bopton with 9, Reedy with 12, and Suicide 5 with 6. So that is the penalties and the positions gained, folks. There they are there. So Nat Hammer is a reserve, up 13. Crazy Kiwi, full-time driver, up 4. V Robbie, reserve,
here
up
comes
15.
Robbie.
And there you go. He's got that job well and truly done. Never touch. Whoa. As Crazy Kiwi says, no, you don't, but he lets him go. And V Robbie moves up into P2. Crazy Kiwi, P3. Brad Tay into P4. The biggest loser out of this Grand Prix at the moment is Suicide 5. Down 10 places. He's had a disastrous Grand Prix after a great qualifying session. So baby steps at the moment for the lad. He's improving week in, week out. But he's had a great qualifying session, and he's just got to get it all together. Once he gets a good weekend together, I dare say we're going to see him in that top 10. But Reedy is lining up the Bopton. He's caught right up. These two have been fighting all Grand Prix, Lukey boy.
They have indeed. They just have not let each other go out their sights. It's been quite fun to watch, actually. Both outside the points, and I don't think they'll be getting anywhere near them. They're about 8 seconds off. Absolute, who currently holds the last point playing position, is Harass Pitts for a set of softs. Is that an attempt at fastest lap? Quite possibly. He's outside the points. Wouldn't get the point for it, but at least he can nick it off someone else, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Seems a bit harsh, but it is what it is.
Hyotonic is asking, why wasn't I given another invite before the start of the Grand Prix? Well, I gave everybody 2, mate, and I must have missed you on the 3rd round. So you had plenty anyway, but you pit and quit, so it doesn't really matter, does it? So anyway, we will move on. As the Kraken and the Stig is having a good old look at the Stig. So there you go, the Stig in P5, Kraken into P6. Blue Dog let his teammate go, knowing that he is on the soft compound. So am I allowed to vote? You can vote as many times as you want, rough one. Or of course you can. Let's just have a look who's winning that one. Well, there you go, folks. There you go. And I might register my vote as well. And I have registered my vote. So, well, so far we have a well and truly, front runner there. And we are on lap 22 of 27 here, Luke.
We are indeed. I've registered my votes for driver of the day. Robbie is definitely closing over the back of Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer, I would say he's struggling on those hards, but they're probably not feeling too good, especially compared to 5-lap-old soft tyres. I think Robbie will be getting past fairly soon, and I think it won't be too hard for him to stretch out 3 seconds to Nat Hammer. Although Kiwi, I think, Kiwi may struggle, but I think Kiwi could be at risk of not getting past Nat Hammer. He's about 2.5 seconds off.
Sorry, Luke, we've just seen a pass on track. Black Moon. Excuse me, has just got by Banana Hammock, that racing... Oh! As Banana Hammock has lost the back end! And there you go, there he is in the wall. There you go, yellow flag, sector 1. And that is front wing damage. He will need to box as Black Moon gets well and truly by him. Reedy is still hunting Bofton, believe it or not. It's only 7/10 of a second, so these guys are having a cracking race, to be fair, albeit for 12th and 13th, but it's still a great battle. Nevertheless, the Kraken has caught right up to Brad Tay, so he's past the Stig. And there you go, we do apologise for
who's
this.
that? There's someone got yellow flag. It's, Beans. Beans has done a spin. Oh, he's got all 3 as well. Oh, Beans. You were doing so well.
He was doing so well, but I think he's going to box. There he is. He's going to box now and get rid of that broken front wing as Blue Dog and the Stig. Battle resumed. 5-second time penalty for Suicide 5. And, well, there you go. He's bad to worse, unfortunately, for the lad. But I'm sure he'll bounce back, of course. But Brad Tay says, no, you don't, Kraken. Maybe Kraken's made a bit of a mistake here, mate. It's only 4/10. The Kraken should be absolutely sprinting from Brad Tay on 20-lap-old hard compound tyres. So there you go. Interesting to see that because Brad Tay, great job, mate. Great job.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Brad Tay, currently out of the top 3 conditions. He's the one that's going to take the points. He's going to close the gap to Blue Dog. Blue Dog at the moment going to come home in 6th position if you count the penalties. So yes, Blue Dog will come home, beat the Stig.
There you go. We've got the leader of the Brad Tay coming home with 32 votes to take 70% of the driver of the day. Well, I'll tell you what, Brad Tay's got the message out to the mates, and they've all voted in. They've all voted in. But yes, Blue Dog, hang on a minute, another follower. Again, One Kenobi, didn't you follow before? What's going on here? But I thought you followed before, but you were follow number 708. Woohoo! That's phenomenal. Welcome to the stream. Again, I do believe you did follow, but I don't know what's happening with Streamlabs here. Maybe funny buggers. And someone's saying the stream is muted. No, it certainly is not. The stream is not muted. It is going great guns, of course. But Blue Dog only 4/10 behind the Stig now here, Lukey boy.
Yes, he is. He's very close. Crazy Kiwi also right at the back of Nat Hammer. But I don't know I think Kiwi's starting to run out. I mean, it shouldn't be, but I feel like he's running out of tyres a bit here. He's struggling to get past Nat Hammer on 23-lap-old hards. But I think he'll get it with DRS. Although Nat Hammer, the yellow flag.
Sector 2 and Sector 3. That is a Red Bull.
Beans.
That is a Red Bull. Oh, unfortunate for Beans. I'm not too sure what's happened there. But Crazy Kiwi gets by Nat Hammer. There you go. And that is up into P2. Great move by Crazy Kiwi as we will flick down to where is Blue Dog on the Stig. Still only 4/10. The Blue Dog is hunting. He's got DRS. Is he going to send it? Well, there you go. He's going to send it on the inside. They've touched side by side. But I think they're going to let him go. He's going to let him go. Know his moment. And he might use that all-important start-finish straight to get this job done. He's just got to be there and thereabouts, doesn't he, the Blue Dog?
He does. Stig's on the full up older mediums. So Stig's plan to undercut worked at the start of the race. It's not helping him now at the end of it because he is struggling massively on 15-lap old mediums. They will be at the end of their tenure by the end of this. These two fighting, like giving Brad Tay the space he needs to keep ahead of them. If Stig and Blue Dog stopped fighting and got their heads down, they could have caught up to Brad Tay. But Brad Tay, sitting here with no penalties, is probably enjoying watching his two title rivals duke it out.
Exactly right, but let's not forget, the Stig has more time penalties than what Blue Dog does. But Blue Dog, if I know Blue Dog, he would want to pass him on track and not just sit behind him. But we are on lap 25 of 27. He has to think long game. He has to think long game, because if he does bin his race, it doesn't help his progress any way, shape or form. The penalties are there, they are. So the Stig on 6, Blue Dog still on 3. So I tell you what, mate, he knows he's just got to sit within those 3 seconds. But Blue Dog would be itching to get by him on track. Be interesting to see which way he decides to go.
It will definitely be interesting to see. So Blue Dog, he wants to get that position on track, and there's is that again? Beans is just pitted and quitted.
Yeah, that's okay. He's a reserve. He's okay. He's a reserve. So there you go. Beans.
Oh no, he's crashed. He's crashed on the straight.
What?
So his car's just sitting on the straight. How's he done that?
Who is next? There is a Ferrari driver of Black Moon. Black Moon coming around that last corner now. And where is... Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. That's not that Ferrari driver. It was V. Robbie. I've just missed it. I do apologise.
Yeah.
There you go.
He was sort of in the middle of the road.
Lap 26 of 27, folks, and V. Robbie leads this one from Crazy Kiwi by 2.4 seconds. Nat Hammer, phenomenal chop, 25 lap old hards, Luke. 4 seconds off that Crazy Kiwi. The Kraken has moved up into 4th place. Brad Tay into 5th. The Stig is 6th. The Blue Dog is 7th. They should swap around. Let's just see if Blue Dog is going to get this job done. Stig's gone defensive. Blue Dog's going to go around the long way. This could be disastrous. Blue Dog, does he get the job done? He does get the job done. But the Stig will have the inside line. No, he's not. He tucks him behind. And that is Blue Dog taking that position from the Stig. P6 on lap 26 from our championship leader.
Yeah, but he's left it too late now. He's nearly 4 seconds off the back of Brad Tay. So Brad Tay will, out of the top 3, score the most points. There's another yellow flag just ahead. That is slow going. Is that Kraken? No? There's a yellow flag randomly popped up. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it certainly has. It might be an Alfa Romeo there. There's an Alfa Romeo there. It's just gone green now on my screen. So it might have been It's Not Me, It's You. I'm not too sure there, mate. Yeah, we are watching...
No, it's Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer. It's Nat Hammer, because suddenly Kraken's 4 tenths off the back of Nat Hammer.
He certainly is.
Hammer's had an issue. Hammer's...
I think his tyres are gone. Is his tyres gone, or is he doing the right thing as a reserve and letting all the full-time drivers through? Be interesting to see what he's doing there.
Quite possibly.
We're on the last lap. V. Robbie leads this one, followed by Crazy Kiwi. The Kraken in P3 doing a great job. Nat Hammer, there he is there in P4. Yes, he's, there he is. I'm not too sure whether those tyres are gone or he is doing the thing that he wants to do and letting the full-timers by. Nat Hammer, I failed to use...
What?
What?
I'm just...
Nat Hammer has been DQ'd. He's been DQ'd.
Yeah, he didn't use... He sat on the hards the entire race. He started on the hards and stayed on the hards. He was never planning to finish the race.
There you go. So Nat Hammer stretching that compound towards the point of no return. And there you go. It actually threw me for 6. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? But we are on the last lap of this Grand Prix. V. Robbie in Sector 2, of course, as a reserve. And, he may win this Grand Prix. Let's just see what he can do. He is the Ferrari driver. Of course, Ferrari do need some Czech constructors' points, and this will help them a little bit. There are the constructor standings. Ferrari... There they are there in 8th position, just behind Team Renault. So you can see them at home, folks.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously, Ferrari.
As we will
the
stay,
Renaults are 9th and 10th.
As we'll stay on board with our race leader, about to cross the line any second, and the winner of Oceania Dip, is V. Robbie. Crazy Kiwi will take 2nd place. The Kraken, let's just see where he finishes. He's got a time penalty. There is Brad Tay behind.
He's going to come 4th. Surely.
Brad Tay is just still hanging in there. He crosses the line third, but Brad Tay should jump him. He does. Brad Tay gets P3. Blue Dog will cross the line in 5th place. The Stig, will he get jumped? Will he? No, he will not. He will not. The Stig will cross in 6th position. Actually, he's got 6 seconds worth of time penalties. Not too sure how Nick Magoo does have. Does it stay the same way, folks? The Stig P6, Nick Magoo P7. Absolute. It will be crossing the line in P8. Bopton will not stay there in P9. He will be jumped by his teammate.
Yep.
There you go. 2-5 P9 and Bopton P10. That is this one done and dusted, folks. What a Grand Prix, Lukey boy.
Oh, Suicide 5 did not have a setup on. Damn. That explains his issues.
Oh, you got coat. Oh, there you go. So, wow. The focus well and truly has gone off this game, I dare say, Lukey, from the creators. And they are focusing on the new game. So we apologise. It's out of our hands, of course. We apologise for any of that, but nothing we can do. But V Robbie winning this one. We will wait for the podium celebrations, of course, there, and the timing screens, so the stewards can do their job. But that was a fantastic. The game gives it to V Robbie, but Brad Tay. Was it Brad Tay? Yes, it certainly was Brad Tay that got the viewer chat driver of the day as V Robbie celebrates that podium with a shocking dance, as the game does give. But there you go. So they spray the champagne. Crazy Kiwi there in P2 and, well, P3. I can't. P3 was Brad Tay, of course. So, yeah, great driving from all of those boys. We'll just wait for these timing screens, of course, and there they are. V Robbie, there he is there. P2, Crazy Kiwi. Brad Tay, P3, the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Well, it cannot be that. It cannot be that. So,
well, Suicide 5, that is very impressive, my good sir.
Yeah, that's right. So, we'll just wait. A 55-second lap. There you go. V Robbie is saying, not bad. GG, everyone. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Of course, we'll go down to the bottom, and that is the championship. Well, not the championship, but the race standings. We'll let for that all to flicker through, as I will make sure that we go on a quick pause, and I'll get these boys in for a driver interview. Crazy Kiwi should join. He's been here before, but I don't think Brad Tay has, and I'm not too sure if V Robbie has. But I will be back in 1 second, folks. Okay, folks, the invites have been sent out to the commentary box. Up to these boys if they want to join. The invites have gone out to V Robbie, Brad Tay, and Crazy Kiwi. If you boys want to do a driver interview, it is not compulsory, of course. We'll give it about 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, to a minute, suppose. Oh, Crazy Kiwi has just joined. He got P2. We'll just wait a little bit longer. Hopefully, Brad Tay does join, because it'll be getting him in for a chat, of course, after he was the first winner of the full-time drivers, believe it or not, Brad Tay, in this division, all the way back in Spain. Of course, this division had a bit of a slow start, did require a lot of reserves in the beginning, and they were winning. But then come round Spain, as Brad Tay does join, but come around Spain, he was the first of the Div 2 drivers to take his win. And I tell you what, it's a bit of a segue, because Brad Tay has just joined the commentary box. P3 Brad Tay, Mr. Inconspicuous himself, doing his thing. And well done. What a drive by you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I have no idea how that happened. I was taking off on the turn one, and I was like, "Oh, I'm done. I'll just try and get as many points as possible." And yeah, had
Wow,
better pace than I thought.
exactly right, mate. As I'll bring up the Drivers' Championship for everybody at home while we've got you. And you are, well, tell you what, mate, P3, you now are P2 in the championship, my friend, for your podium efforts there, mate. Because you and the Stig, prior to this Grand Prix, were tied on 137 points. So, tell you what, mate, that champagne must taste pretty sweet right now.
Oh yeah, he'll definitely take his spot back in the next couple of races. I think.
Oh, come on, mate. That's not that's not what we like to hear. We're going to say going to dominate
He's
him.
got much more pace.
Congratulations, mate, on your P3 drive, and of course, the Twitch poll driver of the day. So you absolutely smashed it. So you must have had a few friends on the phone. No, I'm joking, mate. You absolutely killed it. You had 31
I don't know, I
votes.
think my brother was watching the stream
31 votes,
in the
mate.
first one.
31 votes. So fantastic. So congratulations again, Brad Tay.
Huge.
And, well, awesome drive by you. And driver of the day, folks. So that is Brad Tay, P3. Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
As we move to our second place man, Crazy Kiwi. Well, I'll tell you what, it's become a bit of a habit from you there, my friend. These podiums and driver of the days, of course, not driver of the day this week, but these podiums, mate, starting to become a bit of a habit, mate. So it's absolutely brilliant to see from you.
Yeah, I can't complain with this week because only beaten by a Div 1 driver from the EU divisions.
Yeah, mate, yeah. Exactly.
Got ripped off from qualifying though.
Yeah, of course. You were our pole position getter, but you did have that 5-place grid penalty. Nothing was called.
I didn't even hit Bopton.
But I'll tell you what, mate, definitely the quickest driver on track with your qualifying performance. Half a second quicker than the next bloke. So all credit to you. And I'll tell you what, your pace did come out in the Grand Prix, of course. P2 only beaten by the reserve, who's a European Div 1 driver, V. Robbie. And I didn't beat you by too much there, mate. So you should be proud.
Yeah, the quality lap wasn't even meant to happen. I was just like pushing back to the pits, but I got to sector 3 and I was half a second up, so I just thought I'd finish the lap.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You have officially been code mastered as well. So there was a couple of lads in there that were the same. Suicide 5 was saying something about that as well regarding his glitch and stuff like that. So tell you what, mate, the focus has well and truly gone onto the F1 2021 game. And we're all looking forward to that. But I'll tell you what, Crazy Kiwi, that was a great drive from you, mate. And, well, P2... like I said, on top of the Div 2 drivers for that particular Grand Prix, you should be wrapped. Another great podium result for you, so well done again.
Yep, can't complain.
Very good, mate. So short and sharp from the Crazy Kiwi man. And, well, there you go, folks. That is Oceania Division 2 run and won by V. Robbie. P2, Crazy Kiwi, and P3 was Brad Tay. Fantastic Grand Prix. Thank you very, very much for watching. And Kiwi for England. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he'd be liking that either. There you go in the background. So, folks, that is me. I am See Me Skate. That was Lukey Boy, my co-commentator. Luke, mate, I tell you what, I would love to have you back every week from now on in till the end of the season if you are available, mate. That was fantastic.
I'll talk about that one. I'll discuss that one later. I don't know yet.
I don't want to put you on
yeah,
the spot there, but I have to apologise. But phenomenal job by you again, Luke.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's been good fun.
You're welcome, buddy. So that is us, run and won. Race day 17, done and dusted. Russia, stay tuned for our following streams. The next one will be on Saturday, 1 p.m. BST. That will be the F2 division, followed by on Sunday, your race day covered. Race day covered on a Sunday, folks. We have got Oceania Division 1, that is at 7:30 p.m. AEST or 10:30 a.m. BST, followed by Div 4 Europe. That is at 1:15 p.m. BST. Div 3 Europe, 3:30 p.m. BST. Div 2 Europe, excuse me, at 5:45 p.m. BST, and Div 1, the main event, at 8 p.m. BST. We hope you can catch all of our streams, but absolutely brilliant from all of our brand new followers. We got over that 700 mark. 708, I do believe we're at. Fantastic result. Thank you very, very much for watching. For us, for now, goodbye.